Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Palace in pole position to land £40 million Arsenal ace. Crystal Palace are reportedly leading the race for the transfer of Arsenal attacking midfielder Emile Smith Rowe in a potential £40 million deal. Talks are scheduled to discuss Smith Rowe's Arsenal future in the coming weeks, with the England international quite possibly on his way out of the Emirates Stadium after a lack of playing time. Smith Rowe has long been highly regarded at Arsenal after rising up from the Gunners' academy, but a combination of injury problems and increased competition for places has seen him fall down the pecking order in Mikel Arteta's plans. It now looks like there is plenty of interest in the 23-year-old ahead of the summer, with £40 million possibly enough to get a deal done. Latest reports suggest the likes of Palace and Everton are eyeing up Smith Rowe and that it's the Eagles moving into pole position to get a deal done. This could be a particularly useful signing for Oliver Glasner's side if big names like Ease leave the club. Arsenal could now be stuck with £30 million player this summer. Club will not pay Edo's asking price. When it comes to the future of goalkeeper Ramsdale, Arsenal could have a big problem on their hands. According to the Daily Mail, Newcastle are looking to sign a new goalkeeper to put pressure on Nick Pope next year, and they see Ramsdale as a player they'd like. However, according to the report here, Newcastle will not be paying the current asking price for Ramsdale. It's claimed Arsenal want around £30 million for the stopper, effectively the money they paid Sheffield United, but Newcastle do not want to stamp up such a fee. Newcastle apparently still see Nick Pope as their number one, and with that, they are unwilling to spend so much of their budget on another stopper. The Mags are also looking at James Trafford, who could cost less after being relegated with Burnley. While Newcastle might not happen now for Ramsdale, this doesn't mean he should just be content with sitting at Arsenal and picking up a wage. He still needs to be looking to force a move here, and there are plenty of clubs who will take him. In fairness, if Newcastle are planning on keeping Pop around, then Ramsdale might find himself in the same situation at James Park anyway. However, Ramsdale still needs to find a way out. He simply cannot spend another year on the bench behind David Raya. Arsenal in advanced talks over major deal that will continue the Gunners' growth. Arsenal are reportedly in advanced talks with their manager Mikel Arteta over a new long-term contract as the Spaniard continues to impress at the Emirates Stadium. The North London club appointed the former Man City assistant coach back in 2019, and it was a move seen as a big risk by many pundits and fans. The Spanish coach put any doubts to bed by winning the FA Cup in his first season and has taken Arsenal back to the top of English football. The Gunners have come very close to winning the Premier League across the last two seasons, with Arteta's team finishing just 2 points behind the champions Man City during this season. According to Football Insider, Arsenal continue to be impressed by Arteta and are in advanced talks over a new long-term contract. The 42-year-old's current deal expires in 2025, and the North London outfit are eager to offer him a new contract to fend off any potential interest from some of Europe's big clubs. Arsenal are once again one of the best teams in England thanks to the work Arteta has done at the North London club. The Gunners have come so close to winning trophies over the last two seasons, and their trajectory is clear for everyone to see. The Spaniard will be hoping to add to the Gunners' trophy cabinet next season, and a new deal for the 42-year-old will give the North London side's squad a lift heading into the 24-25 campaign. This contract is even more important given the fact that the Man City job could be available next summer, and with Arteta having already worked at the Etihad, it would not be a surprise if the Gunners' boss is on the Premier League champions list of target should Pep Guardiola depart. Arsenal star with 39 appearances admits time in North London is coming to an end. Midfielder Albert Sambi Lokonga has admitted that his time with Arsenal is coming to an end after recent talks with the Premier League club over his future. Speaking to VOO Sport via Fabrizio Romano, the 24-year-old stated that he has held talks with Arsenal and that they have agreed that a transfer this summer is best for the Belgian's career. He said, "My time at Arsenal is slowly coming to an end. I had a discussion with the club, and what was said is that the best solution for me was to leave. Lokonga has been at the North London club since 2021 and has made 39 appearances for the Gunners, with the majority of those coming within the 21-22 campaign. The Belgian would spend time on loan at Crystal Palace and with Luton Town this season, but it sounds like his next club will be a permanent one. The midfielder impressed at Luton this season when fit, but his campaign was ultimately hampered by injuries. Lokonga played in 17 Premier League games for the Hatters, scoring one goal alongside three assists. Arsenal are a very different place from when Lokonga joined the Premier League Giants in 2021, as the Gunners are once again one of the best teams in England. The Belgian simply is not good enough to be part of Mikel Arteta's team, and there would be a very few minutes for him at the Emirates, given the talent they have at the club in midfield. A permanent transfer is best for the 24-year-old, as he is still very young. It remains to be seen where Lokonga ends up for the 24-25 campaign, but his performances at Luton this season have shown that there is potential in the Arsenal star. World-class player with a 130 million euros release clause wants to join Arsenal. Arsenal are looking to sign a new striker in the summer transfer window, and one of the best players in the world wants to join them. Mikel Arteta has made the Gunners a competitive force after years of mediocrity. The North London club have challenged for the Premier League titles 2 seasons in a row, albeit they have ended up the losing side both times. However, with a new striker at the club, they could topple Manchester City's dominance in the Premier League. Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, who is being chased by clubs like Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain, prefers a move to Arsenal, according to Italian journalist Walter Di Maggio. While speaking to Radio Kiss Napoli, Maggio said about the future of Osimhen the following: Osimhen wants the Premier League. If the offer doesn't come, then he would consider the Arab one. There is no club paying the clause today. Osimhen would like Arsenal, otherwise, he would consider Saudi Arabia. The Serie A striker has a 130 million euros release clause in his contract at the Italian club. Osimhen has been looking for a move away from Napoli for some time, and he would not be short of offers. It remains to be seen if Arsenal or Chelsea can go ahead with a move for him, considering his massive release clause. The 25-year-old who scored 17 goals this season and 31 goals last season would improve any team in the world, considering his quality. More than most other teams, the Gunners need a prolific striker after Gabriel Jesus and Edin Ketaya failed to make an impact last season. Although Kai Havertz did well for the Gunners in a false nine role, someone like Osimhen can take them to the next level. The Gunners would have to spend a large amount of their transfer budget in order to sign the Napoli striker. Arsenal preparing 90 million euros transfer offer for Gabriel Jesus' replacement. Arsenal could reportedly have a 90 million euros transfer bid for Inter Milan forward Lautaro Martinez in the works as they look to replace Gabriel Jesus. Things have not quite gone to plan for Jesus during his time at the Emirates Stadium so far, and it seems the Gunners are now seeking to offload him, and they want Martinez to come in as an upgrade up front with a potential 90 million euros offer, enough to persuade Inter to sell, according to Todo Vigaches. Martinez has shown during his time in Serie A, and it would be intriguing to see him in the Premier League, especially at Arsenal, where a world-class focal point up front is precisely what Mikel Arteta's side have been lacking for some time now. Jesus has not done enough for Arsenal in that position, leading to Arsenal using the likes of Kai Havertz and Leandro Trossard out of position as the team's main striker for a lot of the season just gone. Still, Martinez is more of a specialist in that position, so it seems ideal to give Arsenal that extra quality and goal threat that could finally see them close what has been a pretty slender gap between themselves and Manchester City in the last couple of years. Arsenal have also been linked with a host of other names to come in and bolster their attack, with the Independent recently naming the likes of Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres, and Brian Broby as names on their radar. £52 million Arsenal target set to leave on loan. Club leaders are not convinced about him. Journalist Santi Auna has now just shared an update on a player Arsenal have been consistently linked with over the past 6 months, Xavi Simons, who has recently thrived during a season-long loan at RB Leipzig, will be available on loan once again. The electric winger has been linked with Arsenal, and according to Santi, bosses at Paris Saint-Germain aren't convinced by the Dutchman moving forwards. Sharing his update on X, the journalist explained that Simons would be sold permanently were it not for a clause that would see PSV Eindhoven take a lot of the profit. Auna explained. Xavi Simons will not play at PSG next season and will be loaned out again this summer. The decision has been taken for several weeks. Some club leaders have double talk and have never been convinced by Xavi Simons. If PSG could have sold him this summer, they would have done so, but Paris has ruled out this possibility because PSV keeps a percentage in the event of a sale this summer. Of course, if Arsenal's interest remains, a loan deal with a view to buy, once that clause is negated, could be a very palatable option. Just like every other Premier League side, Arteta and his team are having to work amid strict PSR boundaries, meaning such a move could free up funds elsewhere, and with the club likely needing to prioritize some of the other positions mentioned above, a loan for Simons could be something of a free hit. No doubt there will be cost involved, but if Arsenal were to let either Fabio Vieira or Emile Smith Rowe leave, then they would need to add another player. And given Simon's versatility, he would be able to compete on either wing as well as centrally. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.